Right, hey guys. So today we're going to be tasting an American barley wine. I was fortunate enough to be able to find one of the BJCP commercial examples. So this one is Sierra Nevada's Bigfoot, this guy here. So this beer is first made back in 1983, and from what I've read, it's kind of known as the American barley wine that sort of set the standard for what we consider an American barley wine today, which is why I chose this one in particular. Anchor was the first brewery to make an American barley wine, but from what I've read, there's more resembles what you would find in an English barley wine, so I decided to go with the more bold, hopped up American version. So just like a wine, Sierra Nevada suggests aging this one. And actually, when I picked it up at Grapevine, I noticed they had this version, which is the 2018 year. And then they also had 4-packs of their 2014 version available as well. So like they label them with the, there we go, with the year on top so you can cellar them. So I thought that was pretty cool. And if you happen to want to try one that's a few years old without waiting a few years, they have 4-year-old ones at Grapevine. Let's see. So BJCP says American barley wine should come in anywhere from 8 to 12% alcohol by volume and 50 to 110 IBUs with an SRM of 10 to 19. This one in particular comes in at 9.6% ABV and 90 IBUs, so it fits right in with the standard. They use all Chinook hops for bittering, and then Cascade, Centennial, and more Chinook to finish it off for aroma. Let's see. The malt bill consists of 2-row pale malt and caramel malt. And from what I've read about these kind of beers, the darker, like caramelly colors that you get in them come less from the type of malt that you use and more from the lengthy boil. So you just do a longer boil and the wort gets kind of caramelized and gives you all those nice caramelly flavors and appearance. Let's see, they suggest serving this anywhere from 50 to 55 degrees. For food pairings, they suggest a really stinky, strong blue cheese. Since it is such a beer with such strong, bold flavors, you'll want something really bold to stand up to it. So let's give it a taste. Oh, I'm using a regular old snifter for this guy, which is the standard for this type of beer. Right away, when I open it, before I even pour it, I can just smell like piney, resiny, like dank hops. All right, so do the aroma first, so before we lose any of that. So I'll give it a swirl. Do some short sniffs. Whoa. So definitely getting a lot of pine notes in this one, but also like lots of citrus as well on the hop end, and maybe even a little floral too. Definitely the hops are standing out, but there's some malt character there too. It's kind of getting some caramel, toffee, maybe even a little bit of like dark fruits, or like a fig or a date that's been caramelized is kind of what it reminds me of. It's got a lot going on. It smells really good. All right. Let's see. So for the appearance here, it's got like a dark caramel color with some red in there. When it's up to the light, see if I can get it. There we go. Get it in the light, it almost looks kind of like copper. And like it's got a thick foamy head, and when you like swirl it like this, you can see it leaves like really thick lacing on the glass. It's really like dense rocky head. It's kind of like a light sand color. All right, let's go ahead and give it a taste. Whoa. So with the first sip, the hops are definitely right up front. Lots of pine and citrus. But then on the finish, I definitely get like a caramel, toffee notes in there. But the bitterness definitely lingers on your palate. Still getting a little tiny bit of the like the caramelized dark fruit kind of thing, but for me the bitterness is kind of overpowering everything else. Not in a bad way, but it's definitely apparent. Yeah, definitely get the hops right away and then get some of that malt caramel toffee notes, and then in the finish the hops are right back just lingering. I can feel like if I drank this whole thing, I don't think I'd be able to taste anything else after this. It's definitely really bitter, and it's definitely a full bodied beer. It almost feels a little viscous, um, like chewy. Definitely a little chewy, and I feel like there's like a bitter, syrupy coating on my tongue after there. And definitely you taste the alcohol as well. I mean, it is, what was it, 9.5%, 9.6. Definitely feel the heat a little bit. I feel like you can feel it like going down into your belly. It's definitely there. Okay, so as I drink it a little more, actually, I'm starting to get a little more of the caramel notes than the hops. Still get the hops in the end, still lingering, still bitter, but the caramel's coming out more. And I think as this warms up and definitely as it ages, if you were to age it, that hop would mellow out and those other caramelly sweet flavors would come out even more and it would be even better. Um, this isn't a style I typically get just because it is such a big beer and I'd rather have a lower alcohol beer and have a couple. But this is a good one. I'd suggest trying it. I think it's a really good example of the style. Well, thank you guys for watching and can't wait to see the rest of your videos.